am going to make some peanut butter, and I'm going to show you how this is our Deluxe cooking blender. It's one of our power tools. It's not the latest and greatest. It came out in the fall, I believe. And you can cook things in here 100% raw, and you can make soups, you can make stews, you can make sauces. I made a really good vegetable marinara. You can make a vegetable soup. I've made beet sauce, which I love. Beets are kind of my thing, and so I made a beet sauce for like pizza sauce and stuff instead of tomatoes. It was super awesome.
But I got plenty of peanuts, so I will have peanut butter for a while. Thank the Lord, right?
So I'm going to turn this bad boy on, and I'm going to show you a cool hack that you can do. So how many of you guys have kids? Does anybody have kids? If you do, give me some likes or hearts. I'm going to show you a really cool thing you can do with your kids. So I'm going to pour these peanuts right inside this blender, and they're just unsalted, dry roasted peanuts, nothing fancy. I'm going to turn this bad boy on, and the cool thing about this is that there's a bunch of different features on this. So there's a smoothie and alternative milk. I've made all kinds of different milks, almond milk, walnut milk. It's really cool. You can grind, which is what I'm going to do here to make peanut butter. The cool thing is you actually wash everything right in the glass blender. So you don't have to worry about getting everything dirty and messy, which is really cool. You can make soups, which I talked about. It has a heated puree setting. So for a lot of my customers, they have purchased this to make baby food. Instead of having to purchase just a baby food maker, you can have this and then make margaritas later in it, which is really yummy. I've also made jams. There's a jam setting on here. So I've made blueberry, strawberry, pineapple. What else? I think that might be all. And then there's a sauces setting, which I've talked about. So this is the plunger that you're going to actually use to kind of get the nuts off the side. It takes 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Turn on grind's a little bit loud, but not too bad. And I'm going to show you how this is done. And I'm going to show you my cool hack. I'm going to do some apples, okay? So here we go. It's going to start up. I'm just going to do this to get the peanuts like off from running up the sides. And then once it gets to that point, I don't have to do it anymore.
This Deluxe cooking blender, our new air fryer, and our quick cooker are things that people do and get them like at half price or a bigger discount for hosting parties.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. So it's heating the bottom of it to get those oils and the peanuts to break down, and that's what's going to make it really smooth and delicious. Right here it tells me we have about 48 seconds left. And then it'll be done, and I'll pour it into this container. 30 seconds.
It's a really awesome tool if you're looking to improve your health and wellness and try to stay like eating towards the earth. Then this is a really great product to have.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done.
Okay, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this right off of here, and I'm going to move that there. And then I'm just going to take this and just kind of twist it off. And then I am going to, see how, look at, yeah, so watch. It just pours. Yeah, like how ridiculous is that, right? So I'm going to use our new scraper, and I'm going to scrape off all of this delicious peanut butter right into my jar. I'm actually going to keep a little bit in there because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it, okay? So then I can just take this is an old peanut butter jar lid, and then I can just screw it on top, stick it in the fridge. Oh, guys, telling you what, if you want to add sugar to it, you can. You could add honey. I like it by itself. I'm not a big Jif girl with all the sweet. Once you start eating natural peanut butter, you just acquire that taste, and it just is really delicious. So now what I'm gonna do is, okay, so if you have kids or even if you don't, like you probably wanna stay in a routine, right? Like for me, I get up really early every morning and I've been trying really hard to keep on that routine. Either trying to get your food prepped, you can get some things ready ahead of time and then keep your life going. So this is a really cool hack. So this is our apple wedger, which I really, really love. And I think it's a really underutilized product, and it's a super inexpensive product. So this is the actual protective cover on it, right? So I can take that off, and you want to keep that on because of the blades, and it's super sharp right here, okay? So what I'm gonna do, can you see, let me move this out of the way. Okay, yeah, you can see me. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it right on my apple, okay? So that it's basically in the core, okay? See how that is? And I'm gonna push this down, but I'm not gonna go all the way because I wanna keep the apple intact, okay? And I'm gonna keep it, see how I kept it intact? Okay, and the reason, and then I'm gonna push it right out of the back. So now I've kept it intact. See how I've done that? So now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my peeler and I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna try to break this core. Now you probably get core flying around everywhere, and that's okay. But what I'm wanting to do is build a hole in this apple, okay? And depending on how far down you wanna go, some of the pieces might come off, and that's totally fine. It's not a big deal because you're gonna keep it all together anyway, and I'll show you how. So now, basically, I've got this big giant hole. See it? Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my peanut butter, I'm gonna scrape. Now this is what's cool about this scraper. See the peanut butter that's stuck on the bottom of that? So I'm gonna take this scraper and I'm gonna scrape, and see how clean it scrapes it? It's crazy. So I'm just gonna now pour, can you see me? I'm gonna pour this peanut butter right inside of this apple. Oh, delicious. Yes, people, that's delicious. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take some aluminum foil and I'm gonna wrap this bad boy. Let me go. And I'm just gonna set the apple right inside there, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Tomorrow when I go to eat lunch, or if I want a snack tonight while I'm watching TV, I've got this done. But when school starts back up again, then you've got this to be able to put in with your kids' lunches.